Hi there, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your inquiry. My name is Stephanie Willoughby and I am the owner and lead photographer for Little Love Stories Photography. I wanted to introduce myself. I think anytime you're going to be working with someone so intimately, with your family, with your new baby, with your pregnant belly, it's good to put a face with the name. So this is my Little Love Stories Maternity and Newborn Lookbook. If you scroll below, you will get to look through it all on your own, but I did want to go through just a few things with you. So if you happen to be looking for maternity photography, you will see that we start the lookbook right away with maternity photography. That is anything that kind of, accentuates your belly, right, in this particular point in your lives. So maternity photography is done either in studio or on location. I do offer nudes. I don't put a bunch of nudes in the lookbook. I don't think my clients would appreciate that, but I do kind of give you a good idea of this type of work that I do. You do not have to do nudes to do in studio. Sometimes it's just a great idea to have it in studio, just because if you have another little one, a toddler running around, or you want to include your wife or husband or spouse in the photos, along with some family photos, sometimes it's easier just to contain all of that in the studio. But I definitely recommend a combination of both gowns or jeans and t-shirts and a sweater, or some beautiful fabrics and nudes if you're interested. Other than that, you will see that we do loads of other kinds of photos, including outdoor sessions. So I have lots of different venues that I can offer to you, and this session in particular was done in the client's home, which is also really intimate and wonderful. And then once they had the baby, we did their newborn session in home. So speaking of newborn, newborn is one of my most favorite types of photography to do. I love babies so much. I have 3 of my own, and though they are big now, I still remember those days. And when you come into the studio for your session, or if I come to you for an in-home session, we will be talking a lot about postpartum. The biggest thing with newborn photography is that you want to make sure that it's safe for both the baby and for you. Newborn sessions are usually shot between weeks 2 and 3 of life. That's not a hard and fast rule. You'll see a lot of photographers who will tell you, oh my goodness, I have to see them within the first 12 days. I really don't subscribe to that. I think that the most important thing is that you're feeling good and baby is ready to be photographed. We have absolutely no control over what happens once you go into labor and delivery. So I am super flexible with time. We may set a date using your due date as the date we're going to shoot. Obviously, I know that's not the date we're going to shoot. It just helps keep you in my system and prevents me from overbooking newborns, right? So we do a lot of sibling photos. There are a lot of really wonderful moments to capture. If this is your first baby, you may be thinking, I want to do in studio, I want to do in home. Let's talk about it. I'm always out for a phone call and a consultation. I love talking about my work, and this work makes me super duper happy. So obviously there's tons and tons of examples in the newborn and maternity lookbook. I think there's a little bit for everyone. There's a lot of cool props and a lot of other things that we can discuss when I speak with you. I'm going to skip ahead here to the very end of the book. This is the Fresh 48 sessions. That's when I meet you in the hospital after the baby's been born. And then of course there's just a little preview to our cake smash sessions, which is way down the road. So one thing to think about when you're looking at the pricing for all of these things, when we do the maternity session and we book the newborn session, I do a 10% discount so that you can do both of those together. I know that for a lot of families, it's kind of one or the other. And then for some families, they're like, nope, I'm going to do it all this time and see it through. I just want you to be happy with the product that you get. So let's talk about what makes the most sense for your family. The pricing starts anywhere, from like $500 and can go up to $1,200 for an in-home session. If you look through the lookbook, these are the last pages of the lookbook, you'll be able to find the investment tab. And of course, the last page is just myself and my kiddos, who are so big now. But you may or may not see them at the studio when you come in. So anyway, it is very lovely to meet you. This is just a brief little introduction to what we do here at Little Love Stories, but I would be happy to chat with you at any time. Feel free to contact us via email or phone, and I will talk you through all the questions that you might have regarding maternity and newborn photography. Take good care.